All right, I'm sensing that we need to discuss sensors in Solid Edge. Your sensor tab will be found over here on the left. You see I've defined three already for demonstrations. There's a minimum distance sensor, which I'll show you in a moment. Variable table is a very easy one that you can use to basically monitor any variable in the system. Another one is a sheet metal specific sensor. Here we might monitor the entire part for things like if a cutout is too close to a hole, or a louver is too close to a hole, or pretty much any combination that's listed here will populate these two drop lists. You can check interior edges against cutouts, all these different combinations, whichever that you wish. We've got a couple set up here. You can see that the holes to cutout is in violation right now, and that is because this little hole is a little too close to that edge. It has to be at least 2 millimeters away. And you see that sensor goes away, so we've satisfied that. We have a cost sensor actually defined here. This is an example of a custom sensor. Custom sensors are created by you or a programmer. There's one delivered in the custom sensor folder. It needs to be registered on the system for you to be able to use it, but you can customize that code and make it do anything you can imagine. This little demonstration calculates cost. Every feature that's added to this design increases the cost, and it just simply adds it up. Let's pin this open so we can keep that in view. So I'll unsuppress these very expensive holes to give you an idea. So we get an alert that this is going to cost us now $32 and change to manufacture this part. Just a demonstration to prove that you can create sensors to do anything you can imagine in the modeling environment. Let's take a look at another example of part modeling sensors. Here we have a let's just say it's a food product, chicken related industry. What we're trying to achieve here is have it aesthetically pleasing, which I don't think we've achieved yet, but we also want to model it so it has a certain volume. You don't want to mass produce this food product, giving away extra product more than what's advertised on the product packaging. So what this mass sensor is very cool. It's one of the custom sensor options where it will constantly use the get mass function, which will return to the return a value here to the actual sensor. Now you're probably thinking, well, we can measure mass, but what you have to do is you have to go to inspect, and you have to hit properties, and you have to update. So we want immediate feedback all the time. So for example, if we want to tweak at this design and get it to where it's visually appealing, but also maintain a certain weight while we're doing it, you can kind of keep an eye on your range over here while you're tweaking at your design to maintain that specific volume. You can see we've fallen under. It's probably worse to underserve your customer than to overserve them. So if it falls under the value, we're going to alert you to that. So that's another pretty neat little example of a custom sensor. Here we have a situation where we've got a radiator and a pressure vessel, and we may be concerned about the proximity. We don't want those to get too close together inadvertently. Maybe this is a parametric design. You're running numbers, different scenarios from a spreadsheet, and you don't want to have to remember to check this minimum distance. So let's go ahead and pin this open. We'll use our minimum distance sensor, and I'm going to measure just between two solids. I don't want to be any closer than a certain distance between those two. They're currently 30 millimeters away, and we'll say, call this min dist, and operator, if it's less than 20, and we'll give it a range of 100. So that's the total bar range, and if it gets any closer, any less than 20, we're going to be alerted to that fact, because that's when things start to really heat up. So we'll grab this little pressure vessel and use our steering wheel just to demonstrate. So someone's in here making a design change, and all of a sudden, bang, hey, what's going on? We've apparently pushed things a little too far. I'll do that again. What I really like is the way it updates in real time, just with me dragging that around. So maybe I'll just suppress those relationships. Again, click the alert, and you'll get a little hyperlink that'll open that tab right up, so you really can't miss it. You'll get the alert in the drawing window, and you'll get an alert at the top of your sensor tab, and you'll get an alert. You'll be heavily alerted, let's just say. So there you go, sensors in Solid Edge to automate your design requirements.